Hey, true believers, Sanglantine here, another week and another countdown. I kind of enjoyed the last one, finding out what stores had to say, finding out what was actually selling to people rather than just to the shops. And I enjoy those also, you know, finding out how much is being ordered in hopes that Marvel's going to return to greatness. But unfortunately, it does not appear to be that way. Number 10 is Super Sons number 9. Number 9 is Nightwing number 31. Number 8, X-Men Gold number 14. Number 7 goes to Wildstorm number 8. Number 6 belongs to Invincible. Number 5 is Justice League number 31. Number 4 is The Mighty Thor number 700. Number 3 is Superman number 33. Taking the second spot is Batman number 33. And finally, at number 1, with no surprise, is Batman the Drowned. And while the list is cool, what I really like is the quotes from the comic shop owner. So let's get to those, because those are fun. Again and again, Metal leads the charge with Batman the Drowned at number 1 in our store's top 10 this week. Batman the Regular made it to number 2, which is normal, but I feel like I have to mention the absolute gorgeous art from this week's issue. Metal number 3 on its second week managed to outsell every new Marvel book from this week in the number 5 spot. That being said, Marvel did pretty well this week, just not with Legacy. Now, one thing I've been seeing in the comment sections is a couple, not a whole ton, but some people are getting kind of Batmaned out. Like there's just too much Batman around. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. On the indie side of things, Realm made it to number 8. Baby Teeth, on its second week, was number 15, and Invincible crept into 16. Realm was definitely a sleeper hit that came out of nowhere. A hot number 1 means a hot number 2. Hopefully it stays that way and we don't see a sharp spike downwards. Baby Teeth is a store favorite, so no surprise to see it still doing well in the second week. Invincible has kept steady numbers. The fact that it's ending so soon has actually helped us push older back issues, but the new stuff is staying consistent with its numbers. DC rules the roost again. We do very well with Black Hammer, and the fans were eager to get Sherlock Frankenstein, which I did do a review of, so please go check out that video. Just to counter Brevort's "everything is awesome" tweets, here the sell-through of the books we had to over-order to get lenticulars. Week 1 books, 57%. Week 2 books, 44%. Week 3 books, 45%. We can't pay the rent on 45% sell-through. So I'm really interested in seeing if these numbers continue to decline. Will there be a savior book out there? But I think we all know what's actually going to happen, that it's going to decline. Marvel Legacy continues to languish. Thor 700 would have charted with or without the gimmick, and that's the only Marvel book in our top 10. This was a very expensive gamble for us, supporting this initiative, and it's a gamble we lost badly. Thankfully, DC is firing on all cylinders to pick up as much slack as possible, but we've definitely lost a bunch of Marvel faithful customers. Image continues to impress as well, with Steve Skroce's excellent Maestros outselling everything except for Batman-related books. And I think this really flies in the face what people are saying about Tom Brevoort. I mean, seriously, they're saying he can't sell comics, but he has been. He's been telling people, if you don't like it, go buy something else, and we have. Either DC or Independence. Either way, we're not buying anything of Marvel anymore, not of any kind of consequence. So, you know, good job. Good job, Tom. And this could possibly be the best thing anybody says about Marvel. Legacy titles are definitely stronger this week. Mighty Thor 700 was our top seller overall, and a couple of other Legacy books showed up a little further down the list. Invincible Iron Man 593 very likely would have made the list too, but our shipment was late. Just received them like half an hour ago. We've got a good amount of subs signed up for it, and those sales alone would have gotten it in the top 10. The only number 1 to make our list this week is Jeff Lemire and Dave Rubnick's Sherlock Frankenstein and the Legion of Evil number 1. Batman continues his hold as reigning champion of our sales charts as Batman number 33 takes our top seller spot, featuring the continuing aftermath of the big proposal. Just behind that is the latest of the metal tie-ins, The Drown number 1. Speaking of metal, Dark Knight's Metal number 3 earns a spot in our top 10 for its second week in a row, in case there was any lingering doubt that metal has been a hit. Not too bad of a week. Marvel's lenticular covers, if I want to say it right, are still only seeing a small increase in sales. It's not worth ordering higher to get the lenticulars. Batman the Drowned was easily the number 1 selling title. Marvel managed to get 2 titles in the top 10, Deadpool vs. Old Man Logan and Venom 156. Both outsold all the lenticular Marvel titles. Even though they were not lenticular, Marvel has lost its way. Gee, so the retailers are saying everything that the YouTube commenters are saying. Does that mean that Dan Slott's going to block them too? Another strong week for DC with Batman taking the top 2 slots. Alas, only one Marvel Legacy book cracked our top 10. Cable at number 9. Readers flipped through the books to see if the Odinson Thor was back as Thor, or if Tony Stark was back as Iron Man, or if Bruce Banner was back as Hulk. Then they decided that they didn't need these books after all. Disappointing, since I gambled big that the books would be successful. And this seems to be an ongoing story. It's surprising to see that even though Thor ended up in the top 10 as well as the X-Men Gold, that a lot of the Marvel titles all around have been kind of sporadic. Like you get Cable at one store, Venom at one store, you have Iron Man OK at one store. So there are areas that want these books, but it's not exactly taking the nation by storm. And then, like this one says, that when they pick up, it's the same crap. It's the stuff that readers have been complaining about. It's like I said before, they are truly killing the bird in the hand for the 2 in the bush. They need to make sure that we are happy with their product before they go courting other people. You know, it just, then that seems to be Marvel's biggest problem. If they are trying to get a different demographic in, then make sure that we're secure before they cast their line. It's simple as that. But they do not seem to be doing that. And every week it seems to be what we have been saying on our YouTube channels is being confirmed. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? What do you think about what's going on here, or any of the quotes you read? What do you think about the list? Surprised to see another Batman medal on? I'm not. I'm actually surprised to see 2 whole Marvel books on the top 10 list. What was your favorite of the week? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, you know the drill. You've been on the internet before. You click like. Of course, you share. Got to get the word out. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't done that already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Also, we do have a Patreon and a VIDME, and hope that you go on over and drop $1 in the till. The links are in the description below. Help us continue to make these videos because it's awesome to do, and hopefully you enjoy listening to them or watching them or however you partake of these events. Either way, we like to thank everybody who's done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very much for watching.